All right, we're going to get 2021 off on the recruiting roundup with Jordan Ham, who knows all, tells all, on the subject of decommitting. There are times, my friend, where there are changes that come with coaches. And so to me, I don't have a problem with the player decommitting if the coaching staff changes, if variables change. I think it's when the kid decommits and decommits and decommits, transfer schools, transfer schools, transfer schools. The coaches are like, wait a minute, we don't want to touch this kid. So with that as the backdrop, take over on the decommitments that happened over the last week.
Yeah, it's been a busy couple of weeks. And like you said, a lot can happen. With the Fiesta Bowl, Tyler Shuck, he was a decommitment. He was originally at North Carolina. Oregon offered his dream school later into the process. Things changed for him. So that was a really good situation. Chubba Purdy was a one-time Louisville commit. Things changed when Florida State and a coaching staff he was familiar with came in. All of a sudden, he's over at Florida State. So I don't think there's, it's black and white. It's really every situation. But a lot of these guys, things can change. And you look at with Boise State, there were people that put pen to paper. Jalen Richmond put pen to paper for Chandler to Boise State. The next day, Brian Harsin is the head coach over at Auburn. So it's always a moving goalpost. Situations are always changing. So that with that going on, I wanted to talk about a couple of those that had happened. And a lot of that has to do with the coaching staff changing. But Eli Sanders over at Chandler decommitted a couple of weeks ago from Boise State, Jalen's high school teammate. And now things are completely open for him. He was never going to sign on the early signing day. During the season, he got offers from Iowa State, from Iowa. He's getting a lot of interest elsewhere, had a great senior season. So he's opened things up. He's going to sign in February, but that's kind of where he stands now. And then another coaching change at the University of Arizona had Keon Grays and Trayson Bourget both decommit. Those are 2022 players. Keon plays for Chandler. Trayson plays for Sal Point Catholic. Keon's a wide receiver. Trayson's a quarterback. We've already seen Keon pick up a couple big offers from Texas, from Penn State since decommitting. He's going to be, if he's not already, a national player. And Trayson is also a very good quarterback. So these guys are going to get attention elsewhere. And they could also go back to their original commitments as well.
Okay, PJ London, we had heard that he was going to commit to NAU. He signs the dotted line. He gets in and flags. I think this is it's a terrific story for anybody around the state to say, it doesn't matter where you are. If you put in the effort and drive down the hill and go over to Dan Minucci's quarterback camp or play sevens, they're going to find you. And that's what he did.
Yeah, and he did the camp circuit. He did all of those kind of showcases things. But again, we talked about this before. It's not just showing up. It's showing up and performing. And
showing out when you show up.
Exactly. And he was able to do that. A great story. Quarterback. He hasn't signed yet. He will sign in February, but has put in his verbal to NAU. And now they have NAU continuing what they've been able to do. Chris Ball said he wants an Arizona All-Star team, and he's really putting that together. And it's not, like we said, it's not a Maricopa All-Star team. It is an Arizona All-Star team. So really cool to see him make his commitment.
Anything else before you get out of here?
Yeah, an offer for Angel Flores, talking about the full state. Casa Grande quarterback, really talented, has another year ahead of him. But he adds an offer from NAU as well. And this is a guy that ran a lot for them, that can certainly air it out. He kind of almost reminds me a little bit of like a Drew Dixon type from a couple of years ago, was the Sabino quarterback. They called him Baby Cam. I don't know if Angel has that sort of size, but the way they use him is very similar, where he's going to run those design runs. He's going to have an impact pretty much every single play for Casa Grande. And he's done a really nice job the past couple of years.
Jordan Ham, he knows all, he tells all every week on the Recruiting Roundup.